This is the north side of Karon Beach. It's a beautiful day today, but this is gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. I wonder if the Hilton will let me camp in the grounds tonight. Maybe I'll ask them. The running up to the beach is interesting, very busy. A lot of shops, restaurant, bars. Seem busier than Karon, not as busy as Patong. After a short trip to Kata Beach, I then pushed down to the southern tip of Phuket and to the last of Phuket's most popular and commercial beaches. This looks a cool little beach. Loads of fishing boats, strong smell of the sea. This is beautiful. Oh, I like this a lot. At the end of Rawai Beach, I came to the fresh market, which is an absolute must for anyone wanting to buy fresh seafood or to dine in one of the many restaurants. Hello. I've visited absolutely loads of beaches in the last few days, so I'm going to head for Phuket Town now. I'm hoping there's not too much climbing because my legs at the moment are absolutely shot. I'm quite surprised the amount of hills and particularly the gradients. 15 to 20% on the islands, not uncommon. The narrative is, I'm supposed to like Phuket Old Town with its Sino-Portuguese architecture, the quaint little coffee shops, tea shops, the nice boutiques, the bistros, the bars, but I just don't. It feels artificial to the place I visited 20 years ago. It's so geared up towards tourism, it's so obvious. Like a lot of places built around tourism, I think like Chiang Mai, it's lost its charm. It's disappointing, but it's not for me. I'm going to push on. Hello! That's me quickly out of Phuket Town, and I'm going to leave the town centre to the digital nomads and the girls in the floral dresses and the straw hats. I hope they enjoy it. The cycling here on the east of the island is fantastic. The roads are great and there's virtually no traffic at all. That's in stark contrast to the west, where it's quite busy and the roads are narrower and the traffic gets really close to you. This is really nice cycling, thoroughly enjoying it. This just keeps getting better and better. You can see there that the beach is far from picture perfect. Just looks like a big dung pile, really. This is a great viewpoint. You can see now straight ahead, that's the mainland. The east of Phuket might not be blessed with the same sandy beaches as you'll find on the west, but this coffee shop was one of the highlights of my trip. A beautiful, peaceful spot with fantastic views. The cafe even supplies free top-ups for all cyclists. Hello. Sawasdee krap. Hello, dog. Oh, that's steep. This is absolutely magnificent. It's like climbing the Mae Hong Son Loop but without traffic. And when you get to the top of the hill, it just afforded amazing views. I'm absolutely loving today's cycling. Oh, this is mega. This is absolutely mega. Oh. I'm about as far away from any other tourists as I could probably be on this island. So now I think it's a good time to talk about transportation. There's no getting away from it that transportation on this island is absolutely appalling. You might get an occasional bus to take you from the airport to Phuket Town, but that's about it. For the rest of the time, you're relying on either tuk-tuks or taxis, and the prices for those are absolutely exorbitant. So what are your options? Well, you could walk, but places are just too far spaced apart really for that to be viable. Alternatively, you could cycle, but you need to be fit, and if you've come here just to relax for 5 or 10 days, it's probably not a realistic option either. So that leaves you with hiring a car, which I think is your best option. But just remember, you will need not only a driving license but an international driving permit to be completely legal. Your final option, and I'm telling you don't do this, is to hire a motorbike. The fact is, if you hire a motorbike, you will need a full motorbike driving license. That includes scooters, and you'll need an international driving permit for that scooter or motorbike as well. If you don't have one, the chances are the insurance company won't cover you in the case of an accident. The prices here for hospitals are very, very high. You could end up with a bill into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Do not rent a motorbike. This is coming from a guy who's ridden bikes for 40 years. Honestly, it's not worth it. Rant over, let's move on and make our way to Lem Sai. Phuket is here, and maybe that's where the bridge is, and then over here the mainland. I'm coming to the end of my 4 days on Phuket, and what a time I've had. The first 2 days I spent on the west of the island, and the beaches on that side are absolutely superb. The pick of them all for me was Kata Beach. I thought it was excellent. On the east side it's so different, so much quieter than on the west. You could be in a different part of Thailand altogether. I absolutely loved it. The place I liked the best was in Lemkat, a place called 81K Cafe Bistro. Oh, magnificent. Would I come here again? I don't really know, because normally there are 10 times more tourists here on Phuket than there are now. When things open up again, I think that amount of tourists would personally put me off, but if you come in for a 7-day, 14-day holiday and you just want to laze around in the resort, I think it's a great choice. I'm very pleased I came. I've had an excellent time. So that's all from Phuket. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and as always, enjoy your bikes, enjoy your rides, and I'll see you in the next video.